There you see the story of the match so far. Identical sets. Hawaii 25 and Fresno State 18. It's amazing that Fresno State came out and really played well in the second set. I mean, they challenged Hawaii. There were many long rallies, and Fresno State won a couple of them. But at the end, when you look at the scoreboard, it was the exact same result that was there after the first set, in which they were really kind of dominated, and it was 25-18. But we see the effort on the part of WAC teams trying to do the best they can against Hawaii, a team that now has been able to win 17 straight sets in WAC play.
Well, that's amazing. And, you know, can you imagine coming all the way over here, having a record in the WAC of 2-4, and knowing that, you know, your chances of winning here, coming in at 48 losses against the University of Rainbow Wahine, it's not real good. So their opportunity really lies in just getting better every time out. And you can honestly say they're a better team.
I'm waiting for the freshman middle blocker at 6'1" from Monument, Colorado. Her name is Kristen Shaka. I want to see her play. I want to see her on the court, because if she played for the University of Hawaii, I mean, this place would go crazy. A little sidelight. The third set that comes up here would probably be the final set that you will ever see Fresno State on this floor. If Fresno State does what they say they were going to do, go to the Mountain West. Those things happen, but Hawaii just dominates in the WAC. I mean, they've won how many championships in a row? So the future is going to be very interesting as to just what kind of competition this Hawaii team is going to have.
Absolutely, and there's so much parity. We see it in the NCAA right now. We see the rankings and teams. Penn State, who won the last two double national championships in women's volleyball, are ranked number 9 right now. You know, you got Nebraska, Stanford, they're all losing here and there. So there's a lot of parity in women's volleyball all across the country.
We are at intermission between the second and third sets. Fresno State and Hawaii will be back. The Hard Hit is sponsored by Ace Hardware. Hawaii, Ace, the helpful place. And there you see it.
Kanani Danielson just hammering.
Danielson just, I mean, I don't know whether the ball was still round.
That's a good question. We're going to have to check in with her and see if she's ever popped a ball.
The way she placed it, though, at the end of the second set, the way she went for the corners and the back line, I mean, it's uncanny the way she can do that. There you see Coach Rich Miano. He's the associate head coach, University of Hawaii. Deals with the defense, secondary. He's still celebrating. That was a terrific victory last night over Nevada. Was billed as the game of the year, and it certainly was. It's not over yet. They play at Utah State. Serving for Fresno State will be Corin Wild. Underway in the third set. Joust at the net. Saved by Mafua. Hui. And then off the block. Danielson goes across court and apparently did not go off the block.
I think it went off the cable.
Yeah, you're right. Wild serving again. By Hui Mafua. Danielson. That's off the block. Danielson with the save. Mafua. Satelli hits it off the tape. That goes to Mason. Ball is hit over by Brand. And that's in. That ball went off of Ka'aihui.
Marissa Brand doing a great job on the outside there. Counting that ball down.
Wild continues to serve. 2-0 Fresno State. Dug up by Maeda. Mafua. Danielson took something off. That'll be returned. Again, it's Maeda to Mafua. Danielson with the push. That ball goes into the air by Stock. Little patty cake contest going on. And the ball is hit out. That time by Hewitt.
And Hewitt just not quite as crisp as she usually is. Not quite as efficient in the front row. A little frustrating for her as well, I'm sure.
Wild continues to serve. It's 3-0 Fresno State. Maeda Mafua. Danielson, yes. Ineffective double block that time. Danielson took advantage of it. Forsythe comes into the front row for Hawaii. Hewitt goes back to serve. Hewitt took something off, goes over the tape, rolls to the floor. Brandon able to get there with the pancake.
And she barely got an ace on that one. It just dribbled over the top of the net.
Hewitt to serve again. The ball dug up by Wild. Stop. Hit over by Brand. Maeda Mafua. Danielson. They go outside. Ball comes over at a tough angle that time. Van Grow. Hit over by Agraz. And there is a great block by Fresno State. Berger was there along with Brand, and they took care of Satelli's hit. 4-2.
And I think the Rainbow Wahine are getting a little bit too predictable right now. They need to maybe move the ball around a little, do a play set or something. It's just high outside.
Step out, Forsythe.
There you go. There's something a little bit different, a new player into the game as well.
Mafua to serve for Hawaii here in the third. 3 serving 4. Ball hit over by Agraz, and that's a point, a net violation on Hawaii. So it's 5-3 Fresno State leading by a pair. And Agraz will serve. She's from Hanford, California. Slaps it over. Guy Hui Mafua chases it down by the net. Maeda gets it across. Ball is hit over by Clark, but it goes out. And that's a point for Hawaii. Hartung will get ready to come in. She comes in for Maeda. Danielson to serve. Fresno State leading 5-4 here in the third set. Danielson hits it deep. Mason is there. Ball hit over by Brand. That's blocked back by Forsythe. And Satelli. Forsythe and Satelli. Good elbow save by Forsythe. And she's called for a lift. So that's a point for Fresno State. I thought it was all legal. Thought it was a good play.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really hard to see that ball if their back is towards the head referee.
Here's Mafua. Satelli. That rat-a-tats around. Double hit called. Double hit called on Mason.
And that's a quick whistle. You know, her hand was closed and fisted together. Quick whistle by that referee, if you ask me.
That's referee Sylvie. Barbara Sylvie from the WAC.
Here for the weekend to officiate.
Guy Hui serving. Back set to Clark. That is blocked back by Hewitt. Hewitt and Hartung.
And this is an interesting rotation because what you're going to see right now is usually Hartung is playing opposite Hewitt. In other words, they're both middle blockers. But right now, Hartung is going to swing out to that left front position.
Serving this guy, Hui. About chased down by Agraz. Ball comes over. Danielson feeds Mafua to Hewitt, and Hewitt hits it out. Hits it long. 7-6 Fresno State leading here in the third. Hawaii's been able to win the first 2 sets easily, 25-18, 25-18. Serving will be Mason. She's the libero for Fresno State. Gets it across. Mafua from the knees. Danielson just puts it over. Right there is Mason. Ball is hit by Brand and Hewitt, along with Satelli. Even Hartung was leaning in on that triple block.
You got a triple block, and here we take a quick look at it. They seal, penetrate, and really that was all Brittany Hewitt, showing why she is the #1 blocker in the country.
Serving is Satelli, puts it into the net. 8-7 Fresno State. In the third set, Agraz comes back in. Number 10 for Fresno State. Serving is Stock. She serves it long, and we are tied at 8. Maeda comes back into the game, replacing Hartung. So Emily will go back and she will serve. Into the net. Hawaii they're just not sharp. A lot of service errors, too many that we usually see. There will always be service errors, but tonight it seems that Hawaii's having trouble with them. Horton will serve now for Fresno State. 9-8, Fresno State leading by 1. Kai Hui, Mafua. Ball is hit over, but not well by Hewitt. That'll be returned. There's Brand. Brand hits it off of Satele for the point. And Fresno State leads by 2. Horton to serve again. Fresno State trying to break this run of 17 straight sets for WAC play. Hewitt, Mafua, Danielson. That's in. Danielson with that uncanny ability to just pinpoint her shots.
She's just so competitive. Check the angle out on this hit. She just annihilates that ball and the court sense. I mean, she's an inch in almost the last 5 balls.
Mason, stop. There's Brand. That'll be returned. Satele, Mafua, Danielson.
Yeah, she's leading her team absolutely all out with her 14th kill. She's put it in 5th gear right now, and she wants her team to just crawl on her back and come along for the ride.
Serving will be Hewitt. Another service error.
And it's just so unlike her. She's been so consistent all season long from the back line and the front court as well.
Fresno State leading 11-10. Serving is Berger. Kai Hui to Mafua. Danielson with a little touch, but that'll be returned. Good save that time by Agraz. Mafua. Satele. Satele took care of that double block. That was just a laser shot there.
And you gotta love it, Danny Mafua again spreading the word wealth around, using Satele out of the middle back position.
We are tied at 11. That ball comes over, and that's an ace for Mafua. Hawaii takes the lead, 12-11. Mafua again. That ball dug up by Wild, and then it comes back up over the net. And right there was Forsythe, and just kind of swiped it away.
Playing real smart and big at the net at 6'4", saw the ball coming over, knows that she can't contact the ball before it crosses the plane of the net.
13-11, Hawaii leading by 2 here in the 3rd set. They lead 2-0. Tonight's Outlook is sponsored by Subway. Eat fresh. Hawaii back on the road following tonight's match. Idaho, Boise State, Utah State, and that's 3 matches in, 4 days, 5 days, and then back here at home on the 29th of this month against Boise State. 13, serving 11. Mafua with the serve. Ball is hit by Agraz down the line.
Agraz celebrating the 6'2" sophomore, doing a nice job bombing that ball down the line.
Agraz ready to serve. Dug up again by Kai Hui. Mafua. Danielson over the top of the block. That'll be returned. Stock goes to Brand. That's blocked back by Danielson. Stock sets up Wild, and Wild hits it into the Hawaii block.
Forsythe making her presence known at the net. Good job.
Hartung comes into the game replacing Maeda. Serving will be Danielson. Hawaii leading by 2, 14-12, 3rd set. Danielson gets it across, dug up by Mason. Stop. Goes outside to Brand. That's dug up by Danielson, hit over, blocked, and then hit over again by Hartung. Here's Brand. That's dug up by Mafua. Hit over by Hartung. Ball's pancaked over. Hawaii with the advantage. Kai Hui to Hartung.